To order, first item on the agenda, June 19th joint meeting minutes. Any changes?
I have none.
Okay, next item on the agenda, June 22nd meeting minutes.
I move approval of the June 22nd minutes.
Second that.
Motion and a second. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Opposed? All 4-0, I guess I should say. All right. Next item on the agenda is citizen comments.
Better ask it again.
Okay, next item on the agenda is citizen comments. Do you have any comments?
If you'd
If
like
you want,
to.
yeah, if you want to talk, just say your name and tell us what you're wanting to talk to us about, please. Thank you for coming.
My name is Ainsley Linnaeus, and I had wanted to talk about chickens being allowed as pets in Hayes.
Don't be
Every-
nervous.
Just talk to
Yeah,
us.
we're just like you.
We're just,
Um, every reason that I've heard for why chickens aren't allowed in certain cities is some of the same reasons that, or some of the same things that like dogs and cats do, like being loud. Which with a dog, you teach the dog to not bark as much. And with a chicken, you'd be able to specifically only get hens so that they don't crow. And another reason I've heard is they're messy or they smell bad. But I mean, so do dogs and cats, especially if you don't change your cat's litter. But with chickens, it's the same. You can, as long as you clean up after them, there wouldn't be any smell.
Do you, I mean, I don't know what to say to this. Do you have a reason, I mean, why we should do it now? I mean, is there, I mean, I haven't heard anything recently. We have in the past. Do you have a reason? I mean, a lot of people wanting them that you know of, or?
I've seen a lot of people on the internet talking about chickens becoming pets and talking about owning chickens, specifically indoor chickens.
I don't know a lot about chickens.
that's all right, I do.
I just was going to say, I'm waiting for him to start talking over here.
How many
Yeah, that was us.
would I guess a typical person have as a pet? 'Cause I know like when people have parakeets or something, they could have 2 or 3, but I don't think people would have like 25 chickens or something.
Typically, as pets, I've seen typically 2 or 3.
Okay.
Generally, not any more than like 5.
Okay.
You know, I was raised on a farm. We'd raise 200 chickens a year, but it was on a farm. I don't have a problem with them, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's something we could take under.
So are you thinking that about chickens as things that people could have a half dozen chickens in their backyard so they could have eggs, fresh eggs? Or are you talking about specifically a pet that, as I've seen, as actually one of Nicole's high school friends taught their chicken how to play the piano?
I've seen that.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
that?
that, yes. Yes.
So,
That's awesome.
so sorry, are you talking about strictly an indoor pet, or are you talking about outdoors where you would be raising having eggs?
I'm talking about specifically indoor or just pets.
specifically just asking about pets.
Pets,
Okay.
That's fair.
I honestly haven't thought about it for a long time since we had people come forward, gosh, I think it was maybe in my first year as a commissioner, that were very interested, and they had been here a number of times before. I'm not sure I have an opinion about that right now. I think I'd have to think about it a little bit. I certainly understand with the price of eggs, it'd be nice to have chickens in our backyards for eggs. But I know there's a strong contingency that don't want chickens inside the city limits. So I think from my perspective, I'm answering to all the citizens of the community, and I think the thing I could do, if you want to make a proposal that we do anything, is just begin asking questions of our citizenry and see if there's a real interest in it.
I just find it, I'm glad you came tonight because I find it a little fascinating because I've only heard people asking because they wanted to have chickens in the backyard for eggs.
I agree.
And this is the first time I've heard, hey, I just want it to be like my pet cat that is inside. And so that's a completely different request, and I don't think that I have a little dinosaur in your house is a very cool thing.
I mean, can you train them? I mean, like a litter box? Or?
I've seen people train their chickens to use litter boxes, and one person say, or I've seen one person say that she trained her chickens to only use a litter box or the toilet.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Even better.
It's a whole new world. There's so much out there I know nothing about.
I'd never heard of that, but it's interesting. Yeah, I would, I guess for me, before we would discuss, I would need more information. And, I don't know if there's any way you could gather information from the public to see how much interest there is. I mean, we serve the public, so that's our job to serve what, you're wanting. But I would want more information before we'd bring it to, talk about it in the commission meeting personally.
Yeah, that way if we
'Cause I think we would need to discuss both ends of that, because I think if we, we could say chickens can be pets, and are they supposed to be kept inside all the time versus let outside? Or I think we might as well just have the discussion of chickens as pets or as
Allowing chickens in the
allowing
community.
chickens in the community. And I think I'm not against either one, so.
I'm open to talk about it. Just need more information.
Yeah.
Because I don't know a whole lot about them.
Yeah, and you can get all of our commissioners' emails off our website, so if you have information, you can send it all to us at once. And then, we can talk about it with city staff and go from there. Okay? Thank you for coming.
Thanks
We
for
appreciate
coming.
it.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Aaron, you're not a. I was waiting to have Aaron come in.
Now I'm all skewed here. Hold on a second. Okay. Next item on the agenda would be the consent agenda, and I have Grace Mary Melvin for approval to the ACVB.
I move approval of the consent agenda excuse me, as presented.
I haven't opened my agenda. Did we only have one?
Yes. Oh, no,
thought
no,
there
I'm
was
sorry, my bad. I skipped. Audrey Mercer to the Hilton Garden Inn Convention Center. Sorry, I totally missed that line. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I still move it to approve as presented.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Reuter, second by Commissioner Barrick. Any questions, comments? Okay. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Next item on the agenda, resolution approving the purchase of certain real estate and authorizing the city manager to sign documents to effectuate such purchase. Is that a word? Effectuate. Okay, I guess it is.
The lawyers wrote it, it's a word.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, lawyers. It's a big word for a little guy like me.
Good afternoon, Colin Belzer, Deputy City Manager. So presented for your consideration is a resolution to approve the purchase of certain real estate within the City of Hayes and authorizing the city manager to sign documents to effectuate the purchase. Grow Hayes will be purchasing the vacant piece of land at 27th and Main, which is currently owned by the Catholic Diocese of Salina. Grow Hayes desires to sell the property to the City of Hayes so both entities can effectively partner and improve the property for redevelopment. This relationship would allow for the development of a private project or a combination of public and private uses. If the city purchases the property, it will be subject to the same terms and conditions as Grow Hayes' real estate purchase contract. Financial consideration is the purchase price is $425,000 plus any and all necessary closing costs. Your options are to approve the resolution, do not, or provide us with other direction. And this is the action requested.
I move we approve resolution number 2023-014 to purchase the property located at the southwest corner of 27th and Main Streets between Fort and Main Streets, and authorize the city manager to sign a real estate purchase agreement for $425,000 plus closing costs, as well as any and all other documents necessary to purchase the property from Grow Hayes to be paid from the commission capital reserves.
Second that.
Motion by Commissioner Jacobs, second by Commissioner Reuter. Any comments?
I'm just excited that we have this opportunity. I think it's a great piece of property, not only for our interest, but multi-interest and collaboration between different entities to do something with the property. It's sat vacant for a long time, and it'll be nice to see something coming up out of the ground in it. As I said that, I thought of the cemetery across the street. Anyway, I appreciate Grow Hayes stepping in and negotiating this purchase for us. I'm all in favor of it.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
All on board?
Yeah, Doug Williams, thank you for negotiating this, and I think it will be, like you said, be excited to see what comes out of this. Nothing is set in stone with this, but it's excited to see this property develop. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Aye. Passes 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing else, right? All right. Commissioner Reuter, you have any comments?
No, I really don't. Not a whole lot. Summer's
Hot.
winding down. Hot.
Don't
Humid.
tell teachers that.
Good time. Yeah. That's all I have.
Commissioner Barrick?
I'm just looking forward to the Shrine Bowl this weekend, and looking forward to the city market again. All kinds of great baked goods are big this summer. So
Oh, yeah.
very excited about that, and just enjoying the summer.
Commissioner Jacobs?
Every time we approve somebody going on to one of the advisory boards in the community, it reminds me of what an amazing community we have and people stepping up to be on all kinds of boards, because we have a lot. And I don't know how many are open right now, but I do know that if you have any interest in any of those boards, they're on our website. You can make application, and then as there are openings on the boards, the mayor will be contacting you. So I encourage people to continue doing that, but I'm always amazed at our people that continue to step up. So thank you. And I, too, am excited about the Shrine Bowl. It's great for our community, and I think it's going to be a fun weekend.
I do. A lot of people in town this weekend, or today already, for the Shrine Bowl, so excited. It's going to be a big weekend, and, you know, the CVB had a big part of this coming to our town, and what it's going to bring to us is huge. So hopefully everybody gets out. There's a parade on, if you need some candy, on Saturday. There's going to be a parade downtown again. Does anybody have more parades than we do? So it'll be a fun time, and, you know, it's for the kids, like they say, and it's kind of neat. One of the Bryce Salmons is one of the participants from Hayes, and my son played third grade football with him. And to be honest with you, when I watched that kid in third grade, you could just tell there was something special with him, and he's a good kid. And I'm excited for everybody that's involved in it, and yeah, it'll be a good time. So we're adjourned.
And we'll have a roundabout open in front of